Okay, everybody, it is 5 o'clock here in Sewanee, and I know that because I can hear that beautiful sound of the bells in Breslin Tower. I hope every time you hear those bells anywhere, it makes you think of Sewanee. But welcome tonight. My name is Susan Askew, and I'm class of '86 of the college, um, and associate vice president for alumni and parent engagement. And commencement sort of falls under the parent side of things. And so I just wanted to have a chance to get together and talk about the way Sewanee kind of does commencement. And it's, it's a little different than normal. It's not unusual to have commencement on college campuses, but at Sewanee we do, have little twists and turns along the way. And it's tricky sometimes to put it in an email or on the website. And so I just wanted to have a chance to, um, get together with you all and see if you have any questions. And this way you can just ask us. But so I think what is going to happen is I don't think we'll be here too long. What I'd like to do is go over the things that you need to know, and then just some things that you're going to want to know. And then I think we can get out because some of you probably have some Mardi Gras plans. I didn't realize the date when I set this, so I'm going to free you guys up if you got going to celebrate tonight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is share my screen so that we can start, and then we're going to be able to open it up for questions and get a lot of information shared tonight. I hope you all are having a good night. Okay, so first, that's like I said, the things you need to know. Obviously the date, and I hope that you guys already know the date, but it is I'm admitting some people, I'm sorry to be a little distracted while people are joining us. The dates are May 13th and 14th. That is the weekend. That's baccalaureate and commencement. Now, you may arrive earlier that week or maybe plan to be here all week, but those are the dates that you really, really need to know. Okay, and then the next thing is the communication about commencement. We will communicate directly with you all. We'll also share with the graduates, but we've learned over the years, it's just better if we communicate directly with you. The announcements, I hope you've seen some of the earlier information about the announcements, but the university has an official version that you can order. You're welcome to order your own at your local print shop somewhere, but these have the university seal. It's embossed. It's really a kind of a nice announcement, but there's pictures on our website, which is if you Google Sewanee Commencement Central, you'll see all this information, but you'll see a kind of a picture of what they look like. And I think that it's mid-April for you to get them before graduation, but a lot of people get them and just send them out as sort of announcements after the fact too. I mentioned the baccalaureate was on the Saturday, and it is, compared to commencement, it's more of a church service. It's where some awards are announced, and for some reason we have never had to issue tickets for it. So I think maybe not everybody who's in town goes, like maybe, grandmother doesn't go, but there's just, for some reason, we've never had a problem with getting everybody in the chapel for baccalaureate. The students they do process in, so they would not sit with you, but they would wear their gowns and process in for baccalaureate. The time is 10 o'clock for both, and we just try to make it easy. Saturday baccalaureate's at 10, and Sunday commencement is at 10. The location for commencement is that this is kind of the tricky part for Sewanee, but the graduates are in All Saints Chapel, and we, you know, the chapel is where a lot of meaningful events happen. You sign the honor code there, you get your gown there. If there's something that happens on campus, you know, it's a good place to find comfort. It's just really where most of the milestones happen. And commencement is certainly a meaningful ceremony. So we feel strongly that that continues to happen in All Saints Chapel. But what the problem with that is the class sizes have grown to a point where we don't have room for guests. And so we've worked out a really good system so that everybody can be a part of it, and we still get to have commencement in All Saints Chapel. And it's really kind of special because the seniors are all in there as a class, just them together for kind of one last time. It's really kind of nice. I mean, the faculty are in there, but a couple years ago, we were able to give 4 tickets, and then we gave 3, and then we could only give 2 to fit in there. And so we just finally had to come up with the solution. And so what we do is all the guests are on the quad, and there are no tickets. And so the beautiful part of that is that you could invite 15 people to come to join you. And the quad holds 3,000 seats we have out there, and every seat is really, really a great seat. It's hard to describe the good quality of the sound and the audio and the visual out there. Okay, I know I kind of walked through that a little fast, but I'm going to go just back to it for just a second. So the quad, well, I'll show you some pictures in a minute. Okay, so now some things that you want to know. The gown that your student has already earned or will earn once they comp is the actual gown that they graduate in. And in Sewanee, we don't have caps, just the gown. And so everybody has earned their gown. If they don't have a gown, the order of the gown now has a gown library that they can check out a gown if they don't want to purchase one to keep, or they can borrow one if they want to. But don't be panicking that you haven't ordered the cap and gown, because it's the gown that they already have or will earn. This is what I'd love you to mark your calendars for, but we have a big campus-wide celebration on Saturday, the night before graduation. I know that when you get on campus, you'll probably have a stack of invitations of different parties and celebrations all week, but I would love for you to mark your calendars for this one. It's Saturday from 7 to 9, and it's an all campus party. And so it's a great way to like hug your professor one last time, or your coach, or your favorite staff member in the career center or something like that. But we invite everybody to this party. It's from 7 to 9. It's food, it's a meal, and a bar and drinks. So if you're, don't look 21, make sure you bring your ID. But what's extra fun about it, it's just not food and drink. We have a live dance band. It's called Entice. A lot of the students have that band at their fraternity and sorority parties. And then at 9 o'clock, we celebrate with fireworks. And this party is, I'm in the McGriff Alumni House, which if you've been to Family Weekend, it's where you come register. But right next to us is the library. And then kind of behind us is this big quad area. Not the main quad, but I think people refer to it as Spencer Quad. But that's where it's nice and flat, and we have a tent, and it's really fun. So I hope to see you all there. The other thing is to know is that after commencement on Saturday, we have a big picnic. And it's, I mean, really everybody comes to that. It's very celebratory and festive, and it's just mostly convenient as well. We serve 2,800 lunches there, and it will, you know, it'd be an easy way to. It'd be hard to find another place to eat with so many people. So I hope you'll plan to come to that. And it's a great photo op too. We have all these purple balloons, and you can all be together celebrating. Rehearsal for the students, we actually hold one of those. It's in April, and it's we try to tie it in with their senior photo. I don't know why I'm getting emotional, but I mean, I'm just thinking of all these last things, but they're going to have a class photo as a senior. And we do that in front of All Saints Chapel. And then they immediately go in to learn about how it all works, kind of like what I'm telling you, but a very condensed version that applies to just that Saturday and Sunday. I wanted you to know that even though everybody is going to be able to fit in the quad to watch the way it happens, that we also will live stream it. So if somebody's not able to travel here, they will be able to watch it from home, or you could even be watching it, the inside part, on your phone while you're in the quad. But we also will have an indoor option in Gary Auditorium, so that if it's really, really hot or maybe really, really cold, and you just want to watch it inside, you'll be able to do that. But we'll send out that information to you beforehand so you can share that link with people who might want to watch it. This is one of my very, very favorite traditions. And when the students, okay, I don't know that I totally explained how it works, but the students are in the chapel. They will process in. You and all of your guests will be in the quad, and they process in. You'll be able to watch that. And then out there in the quad, we have two huge, like you might see at a Super Bowl, jumbotrons with very, very good quality sound. And the service begins. There's just a lot that goes on. There's some honorary degrees. There's some awards that happen. There's, you know, you'll hear from the vice chancellor. There's a lot of things. So all that you will be able to see from those big jumbotrons. The students and the whole class are inside the chapel. And then when it's time for them to get their diploma, the students will come out of the chapel, and we have this elaborate stage where they will come out on the quad and get their diploma. And then they will go back inside the chapel for the rest of the service, which there's a little bit, everybody's name is called. So you have to, if your last name starts with A, you'll be kind of sitting there a long time. But once they go in the chapel, then there's the rest of the service. And then when it's over, they process out of the chapel, but the faculty come out first. And they come out of the chapel and go down University Avenue, and they line that sidewalk. And then when the graduates come out, they walk through this like faculty tunnel, and the faculty members are just clapping and cheering. They've just known what these students have accomplished, and they're so happy for them. And, you know, they might spot one of their students and you'll see some hugs going on, but that's the tearjerker moment for me, is this celebratory moment where these professors are just so happy for the graduates. And so I guess my point is, you'll have the inside scoop, but when the ceremony is over, I would move over that way towards University Avenue so I could see this portion of it. And I don't have this in here, but like I said, there's 2,800 people, and it would be great to maybe somehow mark a place where you're going to meet your graduate afterwards, because you know, I've had several graduations where I can't find someone that I want to go give a hug to, but so maybe y'all could work something out. I know you'll have cell phones you can text, but just, you know, maybe work that out. And then at graduation at Sewanee, there's no speaker. There's actually a speaker at baccalaureate, is how we do it. And this year we have already announced who that is. Well, I don't know if we've announced, but I know, and I'm about to tell you who it is. It's Margaret Renkl, and she is an author, and she has a column in the New York Times, but she's from Nashville. And so she will be the speaker but like I said, that happens at baccalaureate, not at commencement. And then if it rains, there y'all are out on the quad, and you're probably wondering what happens if it rains. So what we do is we say it's rain or shine. And so if it's sprinkling or raining a little bit, we have they're not fancy, but we have ponchos, and they say rain poncho in Latin because, you know, that's very Sewanee. And you can use those, but unless it's very, very, very extreme weather, it's rain or shine. And so we just need y'all to know and to plan for that. And the first move would be probably to delay it. We wouldn't delay it more than an hour, because I'm sure people have flight arrangements and things like that, but we would delay from 10 to maybe 11 o'clock. And then the next plan would be to move into Gary Auditorium for the guests. But the part about that is it would only be 2 people per graduate could go into this rain location. And I hate to spend too much detail on that, because that's going to be an extreme weather case. But you will get those 2 tickets in your packet when you come that weekend, just in case we have to go with that plan. But then you have to decide which 2 people get to go in there. But the students will do the same thing. They'll be in All Saints, and instead of coming out on that stage on the quad, there's a way to walk to Gary within buildings, and there'll be a stage in there, and that's where they'll get their diploma. Waiting in line, if you've had a graduate at Sewanee before, you know that used to be a thing, but now that it's on the quad, I think you'll really find the freedom that you have there to be really nice. You can go to the bathroom. We'll have water there. You just in as far as waiting in line to maybe get a seat on the front row, like I said, every seat is really, really good. And those front row seats are actually in full sun. And so if it's a sunny day, you might not want to do that. And then, so for the dress code, you know, if it matters to you, I'm just going to tell you what most people wear, but they wear something you might wear to church. But now that we've moved to this outside option, you know, just dress for it. I mean, you're in the grass, so I mean, maybe high heels you don't want to wear. If it's chilly, make sure you prepare for that. And if it's hot, but you know, we we don't really care. We just want you to be very comfortable with whatever you wear. Okay. Now this is where I'm going to just kind of show you how it flows. But this is University Avenue right there, and here's the chapel. And so this quad area is where all the guests are, and there's enough for 3,000 people. There's quick access to bathrooms right over here. There'll be water, I think, over here. We have like a medical tent for anyone that might need it. But the students will process in on this sidewalk into All Saints Chapel. So this sidewalk, you can see. Okay, and then this is the chapel. Just to kind of show you that down here is University Avenue, and you're out here on the quad. And then they'll come in here and have the service. And when they come out to get their diploma, they come out this door. And here's the stage, and I'll show you what the stage looks like in a second. And then they go back inside. So they get their diploma and they go inside. So that's the direction, just in case you want to, you know, run up there and get a picture. Okay, everything's turned in different situations, but this is where the chapel is if it were here. And this is University Avenue up at the top. So like I said, they come out this door and they come up on this stage and go back in the chapel. So it's up against the chapel is where the stage is. But this is, these are all the seats, and the red was when we thought we had to have priority seating. But after that first year, we decided all the seats are really good. But like I said, also those are hot. They're in the sun. Okay, and then the last thing I want to show you is here's the quad again. Here's the chapel. And then for lunch, where the picnic is over here behind McClurg. So this is McClurg. So chapel, McClurg, they're right next to each other. And it looks far on here, but it's not. So it's right back here. And then that's one of the other senior classes that they'll get that picture too. Okay. What questions do y'all have? Anybody?
Is it a cash bar on Saturday night? So there's lunch and then there's dinner with a bar. Is it cash bar? Can you bring a cooler?
No, it's there's no charge. Open bar, I guess is what I say.
But would you recommend bringing a cooler because there's so many people and sort of bring your own drinks type of situation?
No, we'll be prepared for that.
Okay.
Are there tents set up in the quad?
No.
No tents. Okay.
No.
Will the services be recorded or just live streamed?
Oh, they will be recorded. Thank
Okay.
you for asking that. Yeah.
Great.
So
I'm
they'll
sorry,
be
can you
able to be
repeat what-
purchased? I'm sorry. So we'll be able to purchase at a later date, Susan,
Purchase.
the recording.
Oh no, it'll be digital, and we'll share it out to you.
Okay.
And it'll actually be available in 5 years from now. I mean, you'd be able to see it.
Okay.
But I will say the things to purchase is, I said no tickets are needed to go to the services or anything, but the picnic afterwards, you need tickets to go to that. And there we also offer a baccalaureate brunch after baccalaureate inside McClurg, and they make it all fancy for you. It really is kind of nice. But if you wanted to do that, it really is kind of a convenient way to eat lunch both days.
So just to clarify, we need to purchase tickets for after baccalaureate, but not on Sunday after commencement.
No, both of them, you would
Okay.
need tickets, yeah. But
And
the
if we-
party, no.
If we missed registration, will that open back up?
Yeah, so you haven't missed it. It'll be open till that week. And then you can, if you still don't know how many people are coming or whatever, when you come to the commencement desk, which is in McGriff, and you'll want to do that because you'll pick up the 2 extreme weather tickets and any other tickets you've purchased. And you can purchase more there. And that's when we give out the senior picture. Oh yeah, I'll post the link to registration. It's on our, I'm struggling here to find it, but it's on our Sewanee Commencement Central. You can see it there.
So I didn't arrange for hotel stay because I don't live too far. So anyway, was that a mistake? Is it too late?
Well, no, that's a very good question. Because it is tricky, as y'all have known, if you've been here all 4 years, to find, places for family weekend or a lot of weekends. But a lot of people would let us know if they've had a cancellation or they just haven't rented their house yet or apartment. So if you want to just send me an email, I'm keeping a list of people. I just heard last week of 2 houses that the people had canceled. So we will hear about those and can share them.
Okay, great. I will email you. Thank you.
Sure.
Susan, can you repeat when we can pick up those tickets at the Alumni House? What day was that? We can pick that stuff up?
Well, yeah, I didn't even say, but so thanks for asking. Starting Thursday at 1 o'clock and then all day Friday and Saturday and even Sunday morning if you're not here before then or haven't gotten by here by then.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry, can you repeat what I don't recall seeing the Saturday night event.
Yeah, it's just a
Is
really,
there a
really
difference?
fun all-campus party, and it's from 7 to 9, and it's right over here near McGriff, behind McGriff.
Okay, and that's something that we do RSVP on the site for the fam, or is it, and is there a limit to, or?
No,
I'm sorry, how
no,
does that work?
no, and you don't have to RSVP. We just, I think, have done it enough. We kind of can guess, but your comments making me think I want to share this with you, but we used to have it as a kickoff party and we would do it on Wednesday. And that COVID year when we really narrowed down commencement, we just did Saturday and Sunday. We moved it to Saturday and we loved it because so many more people were in town by then. And like I remember seeing grandparents out there dancing to the band, or like little brothers who were probably not able to be here by Wednesday night because they're still in school. So we loved that when we moved it to Saturday. But yeah, just come and bring whoever you want to.
Is our child in the ticket head count, or do you cover the child?
The child is not in the head count.
Just to
yeah, so
clarify,
the schedule, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to
Just
clarify that last
information.
point, that they're not in the head count, meaning that we should buy them tickets for the baccalaureate lunch and the graduation lunch?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone asked about the schedule with other events like the chemistry department or the natural resources department. A lot of departments will have parties, and we do put those in our schedule. We haven't recruited any of that information from them yet. And we put other things like maybe a club has a party. We don't really put private parties in there, but you'll be able to we'll just keep updating that with all the new parties when we learn about them. Oh, somebody graduated in
And where-
December. And yeah, they can come up for the picture in April. I hope that they could, but they will get the information that picture's happening. I hope they can.
Where did you say to keep looking for just the more updated things like the other parties or the schedule?
So
where do I find-
if you just Google Sewanee Commencement Central, that's what we call
Oh.
our website. And we have the link to registration there, and the commencement hours for the ticket pickup, and the schedule, which we'll just keep updated there.
Thank you.
Susan, can you again tell me about the senior picture? When did the kids get that made?
We set a date, it's April. We haven't set it yet, but it's like, it's enough time to tell them about commencement. It's always been around the 16th to the 23rd, around that time.
Okay.
But I mean, we can, if you're worried about someone being here, at this point, we can set the date to work.
No,
for y'all.
I just, I have a son that doesn't show up to things sometimes, and I want to make sure that he gets his picture. Encourage him to go.
Yeah, and I've never shared that but I will this year. I'll tell y'all when it is. Because what I do, I like to go to the parents' Facebook page and live stream it, and y'all can maybe pick out your student.
Susan, can you hear me? I'm not sure I'm
Yes.
doing this right. I'm just wondering if there's a picture or a photographer that will be taking pictures when they go across the podium or whatever to receive their diploma.
Oh gosh, I need to add that to my presentation for next time. But yes, so we have a professional photographer, and they take that action shot where they're shaking hands, and then they take a nice headshot kind of portrait as right outside All Saints. So it's an outside shot, but it's nice. And then afterwards, we'll send you that information of how you can see those and purchase them.
Perfect. Thank you.
Could you just talk real quickly about parking and your suggestions for that? And in particular, if we have a grandparent with some mobility issues, not wheelchair bound, but also can't walk great distances, what would be the best process for dropping them off and then parking, or whatever your thoughts are on all that?
Yeah, so that they will allow parking on University Avenue that weekend, and like the different color, like blue parking or whatever, they're gonna they're gonna be pretty welcoming to everybody. But we will want to know if anybody has mobility issues. They'll let you drop them off right there. There's additional handicap parking places that day along University in Georgia. But yeah, parking's just going to be free for all. It's hard anyway. But yeah, we will have these little, they're not golf carts, they're real official, they're called low speed vehicles, but that can take people from one location to another. But if there are any in wheelchairs, that kind of thing, we will have a section, and so in one of my future correspondence, it's going to say, let us know if you need additional assistance. What else? What else should we do that we don't do? Y'all be thinking and tell me.
Susan, you need to have graduation on Saturday, like we did during that COVID. Everybody really loved it, and I know that's being discussed, but it worked out so much better for the students and just everybody that had to hang around, and graduation wasn't on Mother's Day. But I know y'all are in the process of discussing that, but
Yeah, that, one of the silver linings of COVID, I guess, is that we did have to have commencement on Saturday, and it turned out to be really nice. Now, I know we shouldn't even be talking about it because you all won't get to experience it, but there's some rule of numbers of days of classroom work and all that. And so I think they'd have to take a day out of spring break to make it happen. But I think 99.9% of the people loved it. It was really nice because then it's at 10 o'clock, and then Saturday, a lot of these private parties happen Saturday, and that doesn't happen on Sunday. They just all kind of, by 1:30, the campus is like a, ghost town again. Oh, and that's a good question. So I think Monday by noon, they have to be out of the dorm.
that was one of the big things the kids liked.
Yeah, you had Sunday to pack up, and so we're trying to work that out. Anything else?
After graduation, is that pretty much the end? After the commencement luncheon, that's pretty much the end of the festivities, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
So about what time is that usually?
I'd say 1 o'clock, 1:30. So the commencement is over an hour, but not an hour and a half, but closer to an hour and a half than an hour. And then, you go to the picnic and hang out. But yeah, by 1:30, you can drive through campus and it almost looks like nothing happened.
Susan,
Just to confirm,
go ahead.
you're going to send out a link so that we can register again, or if we haven't registered yet?
Yes, I will.
Oh, thank you. Great.
Susan, I just wanted to encourage everybody. We block it off in Angel Park where we don't allow anybody to rent the park from 6 o'clock on Saturday, so that everybody will attend it. And I encourage everybody, if you're going to have a private party, have it after 9 or before 6.
On Saturday, so that they come to the official party that we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you won't be sorry. It's really fun. I'm not trying to make y'all come to a dud party.
Well, everybody that's gone has said it's really a great party, and I just encourage everybody, if you're going to have one, to leave that 3-hour space open and available so all the students can have that last, big band feel and family together. Yeah.
Well, and the fireworks, it's not too shabby. They do a good job. All right.
And Susan,
Anybody else?
on the Saturday party, just real quick, on the Saturday, is there food being served? Is it just the bar and dancing?
No, it's food.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you think of something that we didn't talk about, just email me and I'll be happy to answer it. Oh gosh, are y'all sad? Have y'all enjoyed it all?
Yeah.
Good.
It's been great, but it's time.
Yeah.
And for them to get a job.
Right. But this class went through the COVID years. We're gonna have their anyway, they've been through a lot.
It went by very fast.
Yeah. I know your
Too
boy.
fast, too
I
fast.
can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, happy Mardi Gras, everybody. And we'll see you very, very soon. But let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you, Susan.
All righty.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks, Susan. See you Friday.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Bye.